Hey folks, welcome to today's video. Today's video is of the West Virginia Bass Festival. Bass Festival's been going on a long time. It's over at St. Mary's, West Virginia on the Ohio River. It's kind of a unique tournament. We can launch at three different locations. You can launch either at Belpre, St. Mary's, or up at Powhatan Point, Ohio, which is in three different pools. So you got a little bit of a chance you can fish, several pools of river. We elected to put in the first day at Powhatan on one of the upper pools there. The good thing about it is one of my friends' son works in that area, so he brought my trailer back down to the Frontier Ramp, which is about 5 miles from St. Mary's, so I didn't have to lock back up through after I weighed my fish. So anyway, pretty good tournament for us. This is day one. You'll see us struggle here a little bit, and I'll kind of narrate throughout the video of what we've done, why we made decisions, when we made decisions, and what we had. Like I said, we fished the upper pool and we really struggled. A lot of guys caught a lot of fish up there. We didn't. We struggled. The fish that we practiced for, which was a week before, because of their off limits period, we just couldn't really get anything of our fish going. So anyway, we ended up locking back down. When we locked back down at 2:30, our check-in time wasn't until 4:45. So we ended up catching our fifth keeper down there. And when we caught it, we just went ahead and ran in. But hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you kind of like me kind of explaining to you what we done, why we moved, when we moved, and what we done throughout the tournament to catch the fish. And that's kind of what we done. We made decisions based on how we were fishing. Like I say, when you practice a week before, it's kind of hard to make decisions, especially when the water was high when we practiced, and it came down some, but it's still kind of off colored and had quite a bit of current. So anyway, hope you liked the video. Okay, here we are at our first stop. We catch a few short fish here, and that's all we get going. You can see we got really good current. Mark's tying another bait on, but we done caught a couple short fish. I think one on a jig and one on a spinner bait. Here I'm just working the current seam here. Catch one here. That's a little short smallmouth here. We caught several good fish here in practice. A couple real nice 15, 16-inch fish here in practice. We thought we could get something going, but just never did get anything going here. Okay, we've made a move up the lake here, or up the river here, to a current break here on this is a gravel bar. Mark's throwing a spinnerbait, and I'm dragging something, either a jig or a Ned rig or something like that. So anyway, just keep working. We still haven't caught a keeper yet, and we're getting up there in the 8:30, 9 o'clock range. There, Mark sets the hook on a nice fish. We can't tell what it is. It hits right at the boat. Water's kind of dirty, and now we see what it is. It's something that we don't want. It's a nice fish, but it's a walleye. So we moved up to another spot. That we caught a couple fish here in practice, a couple nice fish. Mark's throwing a spinnerbait, and I'm dragging something back behind us. And there you go, Mark catches. Same thing, we caught about 6 or 7 fish here, all of them short. Just can't get anything going, but still keep them working. We're still working. That's one thing about this tournament here, and about fishing in general. You can't give up. You've always heard to never give up. Our motto is we just keep working. We ran back down the river something to a little current break here where we've caught a few fish in the past. Didn't even practice here, but we thought we'd might catch something here. You can see us pointing to the little point there that we think we might well catch something. You can see a little current break right there, a little seam coming down through there in between the barge tops and the bank. Mark throws out here right at the end of that break there. Sets the hook. He thinks he got bit there, so I just pitched the jig up here real quick. There we go. You can see I'm working it down through the turning seam. You can see I'm coming over a rock there. Keep on working the jig down through there. Over another rock. Got one biting, so there I set the hook. And it jumps around. It's a little keeper there. It's about 14-inch keeper, so we're going to net it. There we go. We got a keeper in the boat. It's well after 9 o'clock, and that's our first keeper of the day. So we started off with, around 6:50 this morning, and we're well after 9, well up into the day, probably 9:30 or it's after 9, and that's the first fish that we catch. So, like I say, yeah, you just got to keep working. So that told us maybe we need to work at the current seam still yet, but we're still just not getting very many bites. The bites that we're getting are all small. We caught several small fish, but that's all they are, were small fish. Okay, making a run down river. We stopped at a couple spots, caught a couple small fish. We're running down to a place here we didn't even practice, and you know, we're going to see if we can catch a couple fish down this little bank. There's usually a lot of smallmouth through here, and there you go. I set the hook. You know, there's what we're catching. You know, 6 to 9 inch smallmouth. Just can't get anything going, but we're keeping it working. You know, we've got to keep working. Now we're kind of making the decision on what we need to do. We're getting ready to run down to a spot that, you know, I've caught a couple good largemouth and some good spots. Never really caught any smallmouth off of it, but we're going to work it anyway. See what we can do here, see if we can get a big bite or something. There you go, my jig goes slack. I set the hook on a swim jig here, and it is a good fish. It's a, you can see here, it's a big smallmouth. We're big for the river. It's well over 3.5 pounds. And we get it in the boat. Now we got 2 fish in the boat. One of them's a pretty good one, and the other one's, you know, not just a little keeper, it's a little bit better than average. You can see us talking to a gentleman on the bank. He was watching his fish down through there, and you know, he saw us catch that one. So this bank here is it's about 300 yards long. So we think we're just going to keep working down and see if we can get anything else. Like I say, I've caught some spots and some largemouth here. Never really caught very many smallmouth, but that's a good one. Still, Mark's throwing a spinnerbait, and you know, we're keeping working. You know, got to keep working. That fish is stuck really good. Stuck him on a Jewel Bait Company swim jig. There, we got him off. He's a nice one. Like I say, we're just going to work on down this bank and see if we get anything. We got 2 now. One, you know, both of them are above average fish, you know. So we'll just keep working and see if we can do anything else. There I am, just working that swim jig on down the bank. Still working that swim jig. Mark's pitching a little tube behind us to see if we can get another bite. That, and he's throwing a spinnerbait. Anything we can do to try to get a bite. The moral of this story is you just got to keep working. You never know when something's going to happen. There we go. I set the hook. There's a little spotted bass I just swung in the boat. Not very big. We hope he keeps. I think he's going to. But we're going to put him on the board and check him. We're checking to make sure he keeps. And he keeps. So we got him in the, go put him in the live well. That makes us 3 now. So now we're getting up there. We got a little bit of weight. We figure it's going to take 8.5, a little over 8.5 maybe to make the cut. So we need to catch another fish to be close. We'd like to catch 2, but it's getting close time that we're going to have to lock back down here before long. You know, we're going to lock back in, and the next pool at 2:30 is where we have to weigh in. So you're going to have to go through the lock chamber and see, you know. So anyway, we're keeping working here. You know, so like I say, I'm still working that swim jig. Mark's still pitching behind me. You see, I'm working that swim jig. There we go. Set the hook again. There's another good fish. Comes up underneath the boat, it goes. Pulls him back out, Mark's going to net him. Just another nice smallmouth on a swim jig. So we're going to put it in the live well. Now we're getting ready to lock back down here in just a minute. You can see we're going to have to run back down. It's almost time to go. So You know, we're getting ready to go in the lock chamber here, and we need one fish. We got in the lock chamber. A lot of guys said they had good fish, so we needed one more, and we caught it down by the next pool. Ended up making the cut.